I can't believe I am seeing the screen in person. We fucking made it. Why am I this guy? Alright, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna click it.
You're gonna click it.
I clicked it.
Oh, fuck. Why does it say kill confirmed?
Mine says Battle Royale Duos.
Let you ask you, fix your goddamn game.
Oh, shit.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Laggy ass cutscene.
Oh,
Man, this is kind of sick.
this is sweet. The mini box.
No shot, my game just crashed, right?
Did it really?
I think so.
No way.
I think it literally did. Yep, it fucking crashed.
But he really wants to kill him, huh?
Medicine cabinet? Oh, shit. My game fucking crashed again.
Good shit on him.
Let's go. Oh, I just got shot by his teammate, I think, yeah. Let's fucking go, baby. Well, well, well. Warzone 2 is finally here, along with Season 1 for MW2. And where do I begin? There are a lot of changes that are needed. I'm going to go ahead and start with right off the bat. Can we please get double XP timers now that they're actually in the battle pass? Can we please get a timer on our screen? Back to this battle pass. Honestly, it seems like they could have kept the old battle pass just the traditional way, but I'm not really necessarily against this one. We finally got our combat record with all of our stats we've been waiting to see. We got a whole bunch of challenges. None of the challenges have retroactive, meaning all the people who did all of the camo grinding and got Orion and Polyatomic and all that, they didn't technically get any progress towards any of these calling cards or emblems, I'm pretty sure, unless they're just glitched. We're still waiting to get our combat record for Warzone. I'm very excited to see what I'm looking like so far. I know I mentioned how I wanted them to have challenges in my last video, but now the challenges they gave us kind of suck. It's just the same thing repeated, like kill 50 people, kill 100 people, kill 150, kill 10,000. When originally Black Ops 4, I think, might have been the first one to have mastery calling cards that I can remember, or at least going for. All of the category, there was like 8 different calling cards you had to get or some shit before you could get the mastery one, and all of them were different and unique. These ones are just all the same. I really think we need, I think they need to update the Gunsmith to make it more like how Cold War's Gunsmith was, how it gave you actual numbers and like percentages. But that doesn't even have to be super extensive in detail. It just, I would much rather it say increases your ADS by 5% or 15% or lowers your ADS speed by 10% instead of just guessing off of the bars, especially knowing how in the past none of their attachments even work or do what they're supposed to do. One last thing I want to just throw in there before we get into Warzone. In the store, please just let us buy individual items from bundles. Like, there's sometimes where I just want a certain charm or a couple stickers or maybe just a operator skin, but I'm not about to spend the $10 or $20 for all of the shit that I don't even want. Alright, now on to Warzone 2.0. Right out the gate, it crashes too much, and there are plenty of bugs that need to be fixed and addressed.
I just crashed, bro.
No.
I swear to God. This game's fucking
No.
dog shit, dude.
One thing this game needs, especially because of how much it crashes, they need a reconnect feature. It's where you can reconnect to your last match, and if they're not going to add that, because I could see them not doing that, it needs to be in a ranked mode. If they're going to go through with it and actually drop a ranked for Warzone, they need to have a reconnect feature. That's, you can't not. And of course, you've heard it from everybody, the time to kill is way too fast. This is supposed to be a battle royale, but the time to kill is just as fast, sometimes faster, than when I'm playing multiplayer, it feels like. Whether I have 1, 2, or 3 plates in it almost doesn't even make a difference. It just gives you like 50 milliseconds more for each plate that you have in. One of the biggest things right next to the time to kill is the looting. I'm actually a fan of the backpack system. I think it's kind of cool. We're all just going to have to get used to it, like we got used to everything else in the first Warzone. But what is bad is when everything is piled on top of each other and you cannot pick up anything. It's literally terrible. They need to like bounce off of each other, almost like how Fortnite loot does. You don't need the guns to legitimately just be laying flat on the ground, or if you do, there needs to be like a hitbox to where they're like a good few inches apart from each other, because when you die in a building with like during a squad fight, it's nearly impossible to come back, open your backpack, and grab all your shit, grab all of your guns, and doing it quickly. You'll sit there for a minute. They also completely just got rid of the bottom left where it showed your teammates that had gas masks and kill streaks. It shows them the self-revive, but we're already past that. This is where we were with Warzone 1. I don't know why all of the small details that they ended up adding to Warzone 1, they just left out in Warzone 2. Like, the gas masks, kill streaks, and all of that under your name, they don't have a ping a nearest buy station button. Also, when you're dead, you have to actually open up the map and ping it for them, which isn't a huge deal, but it's so much easier how you used to just be able to click down on the D-pad and it would do it for you. And now, we're on to the topic that I guess everyone's favorite feature of Warzone 2 is proximity chat. I love it. I'm a fan, but what are you talking
I
about?
broke the one down below you.
Yeah,
Hey, dude up here. You trying to team?
he's trying to team up with me or some shit. How can I trust you?
Or what, bro?
How can I trust you?
Because hey, I have enough G fuel in me to kill an orphanage, man. Come on.
They need to make it directional and distance. When they enter the proximity range, they're just as loud as if they were right next to you. And I guess, like, I mean, this game already has the worst type of audio issues you could imagine. So, I mean, they probably won't get to this. But it's pretty crazy because it just sounds like you're in a Discord call with them. So if they're just, like, screaming and yelling, you legitimately can't hear anything. I even lowered my voice chat volume to, like, 30%. And when some people are screaming when I'm shooting at them, I legitimately still just can't hear any of the actual game. If not directional, at least distance. They need to lower how loud everybody is. Also, the snipers do not one-hit down a three-plated enemy unless it's that certain build with the explosive rounds or whatever. And we're talking sniper rifles, not marksman rifles. Sniper rifles should down a three-plated enemy if they are within 40 meters. I don't see why that should be a problem. That's definitely close enough to be downed by a sniper, especially with a headshot. I understand when it's like 100+ meters, that makes sense. When they're like within sniper range, that should not save them. Another thing is, the loot on the ground disappears so fast in this game for no reason. I have died, went to the gulag, won my gulag, and when I came back, I know my stuff didn't get looted. It was legitimately all gone. Like, everything despawned around the entire area. I don't even understand why that's in the game at all. The only things that should ever despawn is if it's outside of the circle, because obviously no one's gonna be running back in there to grab some shit. But even then, they shouldn't disappear immediately in the gas. They should still be on like their own little timer or whatever. But nothing inside of the circle should disappear if it was like dropped by somebody. They did bring loadouts back into Warzone, luckily, because everyone was losing their minds. But the way it works now is there's no set time. It just kind of drops randomly in the games is what it seems like, which I think that part of it's kind of great because it used to be a little cheesy how you would just know when each one would drop so you could like plan ahead. I kind of like how it's just random. I also really like how you buy your primaries and stuff at the buy station too. I think this is a really good feature. Literally the time to kill is what takes away from all of this stuff. I do like how this one, it seems a little bit harder to find your footing and figure out what guns and what loadouts you want to use because it's not the same setup for every single gun how it used to be. And ARs don't just laser beam you from really far away. They actually have some recoil and it's a little bit harder to hit your shots from far away now with an AR. So that's fantastic. You love to see that. We did play a third-person Battle Royale. I think third-person is a great mode. It can be a bit difficult in Battle Royale with just how the camera works and, once again, looting. But it is cool how they made that a playlist so you're able to play it if you ever wanted to try it. And just as of recently, we've been sinking some hours into DMZ. And even though it's not not what anyone thought it was going to be, because it's not really like the Tarkov clone. Even though it's not exactly that, it's still pretty fun once you start to understand how it works, and when you have a group of 3, because it's pretty brutal if you don't have at least one other person with you. So overall, Warzone 2, it's fun, and it has a lot of potential of being a great battle royale. It's just, once again, it's Call of Duty, so you know the launches are always going to be rough, full of bugs, full of things that you don't even know why it's there. But if they even just higher the footstep volume, because this game doesn't have footstep audio, higher the TTK, and make the looting bounce off of each other like I was saying, just those things in general would make this so much better than what it already is. And the small bugs here and there. And now here's a last couple of things I want to add at the end. You need to be able to holster your guns in this so you can run faster, like how every other battle royale has. And I know they have the mechanic, because in the ghillie suit mission with Price, you can literally holster your guns to run faster. Another super simple thing they need to add is the play again button after the game, so you don't have to keep constantly backing out and going to the main menu, and I don't know why that's not there with launch. They also need to do something with the pings. They're very buggy, and also they're like pretty hard to see at times. I know you can change the color of them, but by default, it's just this ping system is so much worse than the first one we had in Warzone. The one in the first one was completely fine. And also, for whatever reason, your pings disappear in like 30 seconds. That should never be the case. Your pings shouldn't even expire, and if they do, it should be like 5 minutes. Also, when you are dead and you're spectating your teammates, when they're looking at another teammate, their name isn't above their head. So it looks like it could be an enemy, and I know this is a super small thing, but like it would be great if you just had your teammates' names above your head, or you were just seeing exactly what your teammate was seeing. And then one small thing that's just preference, it's kind of just nothingness, but please just zoom out in the plane at the beginning when you're about to jump. I think it's just a little bit too close to the screen. I think it just needs to be zoomed out a tad. Well, we can only hope that they listen to us and put forth a real effort and reflect on our feedback, even though you have to take it with a grain of salt, because it's Activision, Raven, or whatever. They kind of don't care what we even say or what anyone says, is what it seems like. But for now, this is what we got, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. Let me know what you agreed with and disagreed with in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and consider subscribing. I hope you enjoyed. That's it for now. You're gonna have to get him, Ray. Fuck.
Ray, look at the top.
Easy. Right here. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go. Good shit, man. Good shit.
Fucking go.
Perfect example is why the TTK needs to be a little bit raised. I'd have been fine in that scenario.